Pandas, 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 pandas. I got bras in Atlanta, just in dopamine and Fanta. Pandas! Welcome to the stream. Glad that you guys are here. 1 second, let me turn these off, cause it ain't true anymore. We just finished a pre-market show and always have a great time there. Hope you guys took advantage of the BBM 80 code while it lasts. It expired today, last night. Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 more second, pandas. Sorry about that, pandas. Had to take care of some stuff. But good morning, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yeah, we just finished a pre-market show, and inside the pre-market show, we go over all my account balances. You know, I always mention that I have a lot of PA accounts, and if you want to know exactly how many PA accounts, then you have to become a panda. And so, you know, the pre-market show, we go over those things. By the way, the coupon is over. Sorry, I had to change that message. Let me get rid of this message. Good morning, guys. Day trading. Good morning. FZen. Good morning. Make sure you drop a GM in the chat. Chris Liu, good morning. Sweet Onions, good morning. Innate, good morning. Kid Poker, good morning. Tyler Molema, good morning. Kid Poker asks, why is the market tanking? Should be a green day today. Ooh, man, if anyone was listening to the FOMC announcement yesterday, I don't listen to FOMC announcements. I happen to tune in this one. And I don't think I've ever seen this, like, you know, you can see on YouTube how many people are watching. I don't think I've ever seen that many people watching a FOMC announcement. And I'll just say the FOMC announcement is, whew, I've never seen Jerome Powell so hawkish in my life. I mean, it seems at this point he's not even trying to make it seem like at all, you know, that anything is good. And so before, you know, like a year ago, you should have seen his tone. It was like, you know, or maybe even 2 years ago, like, you know, inflation is, you know, going to be temporary, or it's going to be a small spike up. But now they're just going full blown pedal to the metal, and they're just and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. I don't think I've ever seen that kind of hawkishness from the Fed. But whew, when I was listening to it, I thought it was like going to be the end of the world from how he was saying it. So, but what does that mean, pandas? It means opportunity. Day trading, it means opportunity. I'm not trying. Yes, I am. Actually, I'm going to try. I'm going to show off my trading range indicator. I have a trading range indicator here on the daily chart. And I didn't draw these lines. These lines were created automatically by the trading range indicator. Now, if anyone had saw this and saw the trading range indicator and said, no way that this is going to come back down to the bottom of this trading range, or even seeing this and seeing this and saying there's no way we get back to the top of the trading range. Well, guess what? We hit the top, failed breakout, and where do we end up? We're ending up back to the bottom of the trading range. How incredible is that? I mean, to have an indicator that can actually use price action to show the range of a chart. I mean, I don't know any indicator that does that. You know, this uses pure price action. It actually finds, you know, where are the points that are most touched to create these kind of resistances and supports. So I'm just saying, I'm not surprised we're back down here on the daily chart because of the trading range indicator saying that, look, the trading range is still active. Even when we're way up here, we hit the 200 SMA, bounced right off of it, and just haven't returned back to it. They haven't looked back since then. And so now we're down here. There was this big move here that kind of made you question, like, maybe I should just bought the dip. And nope, sayonara. As long as the Fed continues to raise interest rates, I would say do not fight the Fed. I mean, it's not financial advice, but that's basically where I'm at, where I'm feeling is if you fight the Fed, you're dead. You know, what can I say? Oh, that was pretty good. that was right off the Panda Dome. Goodness gracious. Market just opened. But where are we right now? Since we are bouncing off the bottom of the trading range, we could have a bull day today. Perhaps. Maybe. We are in the trading range on the 2000 tick chart right now. Big down, big up, big down. And currently fail second entry short here. That fail second entry short fails. So you actually just get a two-legged pullback, lower high. Big push down. If it's a two-legged pullback, I typically don't like it. Also, that's not a place. I typically don't look for. This is why you wait for a double bottom of some sort. You want a double bottom here. So a lot of people who may be taking this trap got trapped, and you see this big move back down because the trappers got trapped here. And ooh, I kind of like that trade. I kind of like to go short here. I feel like we need to make a new low. Trap trade. I don't like the follow through at all. I'll be sweating right now. Definitely be sweating after this push up here. Yeah, you got stopped out. Tricky already, pandas. I mean, you have a nice trap trade thinking, making a new low here, and pointing the direction of where you thought it was going to go, like to make a new low. Instead, it does this annoyance here and traps. Basically, fail second entry long to a fail second entry long, right? Double trap, and now we push up. I'll take a trap to the long side. If this goes long, then I'm thinking this is a trap to the long side back to the top of this trading range. I'm gonna take this trade. Do not copy my trades. Whew! Almost. That would have stopped me out if that actually triggered my trade. This is why you wait for the trigger. And if I got into that trade, I would have got stopped out. That would have been annoying. What already annoying price action we are in at. That was close. Almost lost that trade. That would have been hard to actually even move my stop loss fast enough. Making new low now. How annoying is that, pandas? How annoying is that? This ends up being a two-leggy here. A, B, C. I wasn't looking for a two-leggy like that. I was looking for the trap to the other side because I felt like, this was a failed attempt to make that new low. But we actually make the new low now. And, this is when we look for a reversal. If this trading range holds, this large trading range on 2000 tick chart, then we can look for a reversal here. And I think it would be a decent trade to take. So fail second entry short is what we're looking for here, or at least what I'm looking for. Hard to say it's a downtrend because if you look at the left of the chart, we have a lot of overlapping price action. So it looks bearish right now, but the trading range indicator says otherwise. Plus, now we're in the immediate price action, strong bull bars. Let's see if we can get that fail second entry short. I'm not sure if we're going to get. I'm not sure if the market's going to be generous enough to give it to us. But we shall see. The setup that I'm looking for is clear. Just waiting for a fail second entry short to take here. Notice we are creating a type of channel here now. So some people may take the second entry short here because of the channel that we're in. This trend, or this channel basically. That's if you think we're still in a downtrend. It's a lower high second entry short, which actually looks kind of nice to go short in. That looks like a nice setup to go short in. The only reason why I'm not going short here is because we already have break a trend to new low. So this is where I'm looking for a long trade. Ends up giving you a scalp there. Giving you a scalp. basically two-legged pullback off this trend line here, and unfortunately my bias was wrong. The main reason being is because we already had to break a trend to new low with this spike down, and yeah, and I thought that maybe we had strong bull bars here. I mean, strong bear bar, but it just looks more like trading range. And yeah, unfortunately missed that trade there. It's a lower high second entry short. I was thinking, you know, the break a trend new low that we could reverse there, but so this is why it's tricky. This is why trading is, especially, you know, it's very let's say binary when it comes to two-legged pullbacks. It's very, you know, that's the nice thing about it. It's kind of easy. It's simple, and basically only one of two things happen: either you get your scalp, or you lose, or you miss it. You know, it's just that. It's plain and simple. So, yeah, I'm trying to look back to think. You know, was there any reason, any way that I would have gone short here instead of looking for that trap to go long? I don't know. I mean, if I didn't have seen anything on the left and all I saw was this looks like a pretty good entry. But the fact that we had to break a trend to new low, to me, felt like we could have reversed there, especially with these strong bull bars. So, yeah. I mean, that was my thinking. I was thinking all the way through and thinking out loud. So, if you want to know why I skipped that trade, you can rewind. Crazy. Unfortunately, yeah, missed that. Makes me sad. Let's look at our 10K chart. 10K currently, jeez. Huh. Okay. Okay, 10K chart, 5-minute chart. Basically fill the gap. Am I looking for a short trade? Do I think just bear trend day today? Could be. Could be. The daily chart, strong bear bar, just follow through. Could be creating a type of wedge on the daily chart. 2 pushes down on the daily chart as well. Like I mentioned, with this pattern here, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but I was saying this is a breakout mode. Basically, you have IOO pattern, and if it broke the bottom or the top of this bar, that's where it will break out to. And so when we broke beneath it, that's the direction we're ultimately going. So that's the breakout mode right here. I also mentioned yesterday, the initial move is pretty much the move that the market is showing you where it wants to go ultimately. And I mentioned that if it goes, you know, if it went down, then oftentimes it will retrace and even go past the original point of the news. But ultimately it will go the original direction, and then that's where we went. So I almost called this perfectly that this was going to happen. The initial move was down from the news, and then comes back up to retrace all of it. And all the people who missed the entry here are now like saying, this is a discount, let's bring this market back down. And that's exactly what happened. I'm not sure how many of you guys watched the FOMC yesterday, or if you guys even care, or even I don't know if you guys even know what it is. But I will say, Wow, I mean, some of the things that Jerome, it's not even what Jerome Powell's saying; it's his tone. And I think the thing about like the like him talking is like you can hear his tone, and he just seems like he is. His tone, there is no like reservation. Basically, he's just basically flat out saying like we are going to go through some rough waters, and he tried to make it kind of nice, but it was so bad that he couldn't even couldn't even get himself to say it in a nice way. He said we're trying to look for a soft landing, but I don't, basically saying, but I don't think we're gonna be able to do that. Basically, the main problem is because he, their responsibility is price stability. And along with that, trying to balance that with essentially, keeping the job market, kind of healthy, the economy kind of healthy. And so you raise interest rates. Very hard to do that. Very hard to do that. When you're raising interest rates, it's very hard. You're basically, what's the opposite of stimulating? You're depressing the market, and why would people take out loans? Like, why would anyone be taking out loans right now, basically to maybe buy a house or start a business, or add some new things to their business, increase the capital, and just why would anyone be doing that while the interest rates are very high? And people won't, people don't. That's why typically when you raise interest rates, the economy starts to go down. Prices go down as well, right? Because there's not much demand, but at the same time, you're gonna be depressing the economy. So it's it's a very hard balancing act, and I would say that the Fed basically put themselves into this position in the first place. But hey, the last like 10 years they have been good. They have been very good. I'm not an economist. I'm a panda. So I mean, what do I know? I would say like I do listen to a lot of like Peter Schiff, and the reason why I listen to Peter Schiff is because he is brutally honest when it comes to the policies, and to me he makes a lot of sense. The one thing that you have to be wary of when you listen to Peter Schiff, though, he has a strong bias towards gold. So he's going to say certain things that may not make sense when it comes to gold. He's just like a gold bull, and you know, I've seen him flip his stances on gold often, but that's the one thing I would say. When you listen to him, basically everything he says is really good. I think personally, when it comes to economy, I mean he's a brilliant guy, but he also called like the 2008 crash, and he called, I don't know, a couple other crashes, but for me it's more like he just makes a lot of sense. And if you're listening the first time, just know that he has bias towards gold, because he there's a conflict of interest when he talks about gold. So I'll just say when he does talk about gold, just take it with a grain of salt, and it is what it is. So
10,000 tick trap.
Peter Schiff is like the Dom's day. No entries for us along here. The only entry was the one I missed, and to me it felt like a place where we could have actually had a reversal. So I was hesitant to take that. Yeah, but even taking the reversal would have been tricky, because you'd be right into this trend line. Also, it'd be basically not beneath, but it would be kind of like, if you want the fail second entry short, it would be like, it's nice if it comes up here like this. Almost makes it two-leggy, basically. The reason why it's not a two-leggy is because it has a potential to look like this. which is not a second entry long. But if it looked like this, then it's a second entry long combined with this failed second entry short, which is a Pikachu trade. You know, it just depends on this pivot. It's here or here. That's the only difference, really. Everything looks kind of bearish right now. Maybe continuation on yesterday's candle, and we may smash through the bottom of this trading range, and it may have no chance. I drew a blue box here because this could be a potential spot where we have a lot of demand. The reason being because we had a lot of demand before, so coming back here, we might get a lot of demand. Basically, an area where people may buy. I don't know though. I really don't know. Is that a measured move here? Huh. I mean, I don't believe in coincidence when it comes to the market, but yeah, I think people who took this trade to go short, they're coming out with their profits, taking that measure move, and this is kind of where you see strong move up because people took their profits here. If we have a gap here, then we may have a potential to have a long trade. Potential fail second entry. Short. Should I be bearish or should I be bullish at all right now? I don't know. I think I should be bearish though. Let me ask you guys, because I mean, you guys are the geniuses. So let's go here. Let's see what you guys think. If you saw a setup at the 20 EMA, if you saw a two-leggy, would you take it? This is currently maybe forming a two-legged pullback, something like this. Two-legged pullback. I don't like when one of the legs are on the opposite side of the EMA, because to me it signals more of a trading range type price action. But yeah, two-leggy here. It's not really at the 20 EMA. It looks very weird. And it might create an outside bar reversal. You have outside bar reversal. I'm not interested in that. I'm gonna let this one go. Ends up being a decent move, makes a new low here. So people who might have missed taking the profits of the measure move, probably taking it now once it came back down to that spot. I mean, look at that. The outside bar reversal here, another outside bar reversal here. Absolutely incredible. Another outside bar reversal here. Don't tell me he's going to break this low. Okay, whew. But that little teeny long here is a second entry long, actually. Very weird, but it is a second entry long. It's two pushes down. A, B, C. Two pushes down. So it's a second entry long. It looks very weird, and I'm not interested in it, but that's what it is. I'm just sitting on my pause. I mean, I feel like we got to go short. I just want a good entry to go short, and I'm not sure if any of these are good. When you do two outside bar reversals like this, it seems like it's starting to convert into a trading range. I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong. And this could just continue to go down, and it'll just be hard for me to to jump on that train. This price action currently here is overlapping, and two outside bar reversals, almost three, and because of that, it feels like we're starting to convert to a trading range. Just the price action is looking a little weird right now, and it is going sideways at the moment, going in and out of 20 MA. Am I looking for a long trade here? I don't even know the setup I could look for at this point. I mean, we basically are going sideways. Trade range indicator also recognizing we are starting to go sideways here. You can see it has a foreign basically way back here, just letting you know, hey, we're getting a little choppy.
10,000 tick trap.
I just want to get a good setup. I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, we're going short here. There's no setup here. We keep making new lows, but barely, by barely, you know. We actually have pretty deep pullbacks every time the new low is created, signaling trading range. I mean, this is hard to trade. Back and forth here. Am I gonna go long here, pandas, on the second entry long? Nah. I still want to go short here, but I want to go short near this trend line. Basically, I want to go short above this trading range. Failed breakout. If I can. I want to come back into this trading range here. Tempted to go short here on a second entry short. Tempted, but it's very choppy. We are entering a trading range right now, and so anyone who can say like, yes, you know, you got to go short with hindsight bias is just they don't know what's going on here. But right now this is a trading range, and so it's actually difficult to go short here for me. Even though we're clearly underneath the 20 MA, even though we're clearly pointing down, in immediate context we are in the trading range, and it'd be slightly difficult for me to go short here. A better setup for me will be a fail second entry, a double trap basically. That'll be a better entry for me. It's an inside bar creating breakout mode, so people are going short at the break of that. My setup, what I mean is I want a failed second entry short, and that fails and basically comes back into my trading range. So this is the setup I'm looking for. I want this price action, and I'll feel comfortable with this price action to enter in short here.
$10,000 tick trap.
A lot of people might be taking the second entry short here, coming off our trend line. The main reason being I'm not taking is because we have a trading range here and we have yet to hit the top of it. I'm basically trying to trade a failed breakout of the trading range. Because if we're a trading range, if I go short here, I'm at the bottom of this trading range, and you have a chance, sure, that this would work, but you also have support here that to me is shown through the price action. Also have this wedge here, or this line, trend line. And look at how many overlapping bars there are. It's just very difficult for me to go short there. And even if this does scalp out, I'm fine missing it because this is too confusing in this insane chop. In fact, I want to take advantage of the insane chop by trading a failed breakout if I can get it. To me, the chop means I need to fade a breakout of one way or the other, and I need this to basically, this is the setup. But it's too close to the bottom of the trading range. I need it to be higher. Basically, the setup I was looking for is happening. It just happened with that move. I missed it. But that basically my setup just happened. What I was looking for the entire time. I just wish it was closer to the top of the trading range. It ends up scalping out, but to me, it's like I cannot go short here, right into this trend line and right into the bottom of this trading range. It's very difficult for me to do that. It's too choppy, just too choppy. Limit order market. Even though my setup, exactly how I planned it, worked out, it was not in the right position. I needed it to be a failed breakout. Instead, it just continues to go sideways. And I mean, when you look at this limit order market, just sit on your pause. I was waiting for a specific setup to have a failed breakout and come back into the trading range. That didn't happen. But my setup did happen. It just didn't happen in the right place. Having a hard time to break above 20 minute. Had a hard time breaking above this trend line. And it went completely sideways. So it's just difficult for me to... Basically, I'll be trading a breakdown instead of a failed breakout. That's difficult for me to take that. I mean, so many overlapping bars. It's just confusing. People may be trading the failed breakdown here, come back into this trading range. Complete sideways movement. Yeah, hard to trade that in my opinion. But I did say I wanted a double trap, and that's exactly what happened with these two magenta boxes. It means a double trap. Absolutely incredible. Like absolutely incredible to think that far ahead and it actually working. That's like a parlay. It's like a three-legged parlay. Looks choppy still. Failed breakout maybe. I'll try to come back down into this trading range. I mean, the trading range is clearly here to me, so I needed to come out to the top. So why did I skip this? Mainly because of how many overlapping bars there are. Became basically 50-50 at that point. If this was here a little bit higher, I actually would have liked to take the trade, but too low, too close to the bottom. Basically, you were basically trading this triangle here. Like you wanted to basically trade a breakout, and that's what, you know. It's a lower high second entry short.
10,000 tick trap.
Outside bar reversal. I still feel like we're close enough to this trading range that the gravitational pull of the trading range could still affect this market, the price action. And so, you know, hard to go short here. You can bring it back up. Bring it back up to the top of the trading range. Just looks very choppy. If you look at the 5-minute candles, if you look at it, it's starting to curl upwards here. And the bars are becoming doji bars. The 10K chart looks ugly as well. Ends up being a trap on the 10K chart. Does push down here. You know, very tricky, very scary. What I'm saying is, it seems like it's a downtrend, but right now it's very choppy. So, I almost want to go short here if I can. But I'll be basically betting on the direction of the market. I'm not going with the direction of the market. I'll be betting to a direction. Ooh, I really want this trap, pandas. Really want that trap. But I'm going to sit on my pause. I'm going to skip it. Just because we're just coming out of chop and this could be a failed breakdown. Woo! That trap was very tempting for me to take. And it might work out still. Nope, you just got stopped out if you took that trap. So the reason why I want to take the trap is because I feel like we have a bearish bias right now, and that's a trap going towards the direction you're thinking to go. Ooh, I might take this one. I'm gonna take this. Basically, this trap here. I'm gonna take this trade. So now copy my trades. Basically, trap, trap, double trap again. It's a large risk. 1, 2, 3, 4 points. With the larger risk, I probably actually would want 3 points here on this trade here. You can skunk it any time. I mean, this is not good follow through. I mean, you can skunk it right now if you wanted to. But the large risk makes me want to get more reward. And you might say that's a little tricky because it's like with the large risk, I mean, with the large reward, it's a harder chance to get, right? It's a harder chance to get it. So, you know, you gotta, it has to be within your risk tolerance. Looking for 3 points here because I'm risking 4 points, a little more than 4 points. Just watching. For me, anytime I'm willing to lose 200. It's like grinding down, and it's making me nervous the entire way down. Super frustrating, super annoying. Like I almost want to skunk these because I don't like how it's going down in a very choppy manner, and it's taking, you know, 4 or 5 candles to get me to my point. So I'm skunking this trade. I do not like it. I do not like how sideways it's going. I don't like how long it's taking. I'm just gonna skunk it because I don't want to lose 4 points on sideways action here. And that's why I'm glad I got out, because the sideways action, I did not like it. I did not like it at all.
$10,000 tick trap.
And you got stopped out if you held it right there. I don't like how it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, and a scalp should be a scalp, right? You know, the thing about scalp is that you want it to be quick. You know, scalp shouldn't take too long. And the fact that we started going this sideways, just skunk it and move on to the next one. Failed second entry short. I'll look for a failed second entry short here at this point. No opportunity for failed second short. See, for me, gaining that 150 and not losing the 200 and just gaining 1250 instead is worth it. That was worth it in this case because of how sideways started going and seeing how choppy we were. This is a failed second entry short potentially here. Do I want to go long here though? It's hard for me to go long. This looks so choppy. Clearly above the 20 MA, strong bull bars. This is a tricky day, and so traps have been failing, right? This trap had failed. This trap had failed. This trap had failed. This trap had failed. And so we're already in a day where we have 1, 2, 3, like 4 traps failing. This trap triggers, and it looks like it's about to fail. If we break this low here, this trap has also failed. So this is another failed trap. Today is not a day for traps, pandas. I'll just say that right now. It's a very tricky day, and it's not a day for traps. We have a second entry long here. I'm thinking about taking continuation. I kind of want to take this second entry long here. I just don't like the fact that there's not enough room for the pivots up here. Damn, too late. Hesitated too much. Kind of like that second shot. I didn't like these pivots blocking it, and knowing that we're already in a tricky day, it's very difficult. I could have came with a retracement. Took a very small risk on that trade. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. It's okay. On to the next. Another thing that stopped me was a 10,000 tick chart was at the 20 EMA, so it made me hesitant. The trap triggers. And this trap might fail as well. It's a day of failed traps. Be very careful of failed traps. A higher low. A higher low may be worth taking, but it's not an entry I typically take because it's the first entry. But it is a higher low setting up here. If you feel strongly that this is going to continue to go upwards, then you can take the higher low for an entry. It's just scary. Very tricky. Very tricky day. And unfortunately, during stream, I mean, if you're getting price action like this during the stream, there's nothing I can do. There's simply nothing I can do. It's just, you can only take what the market gives you. And if it gives you annoying price action like this, so this is the higher low I was talking about coming off the 20 MA. So a lot of people took this trade. They were waiting for confirmation that we're going to keep going up. And when we broke above this candle, you can see clearly that traders were eager to enter. Strong bull bar, but match was a strong bear, no follow through. So they got their scalp. So scalpers made their money. This is like a scalpers market right now. You know, just scalping, got out. That's it. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Overlapping bars, again, annoying price action. Pandas. What can I say? What can I say? This is just annoying. What can we do? Nothing we can do. Pa 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 pa. The Day of Failed Traps sounds like a good horror movie. Pandas, make sure you guys scalp that like button. Helps out this channel a lot. We do have a second entry short on the 10,000 tick chart. A, B, C. Second entry short. Right off the 20 MA. 5-minute chart. Basically kind of curling up. And I'm not sure if it's going to keep going down. Doesn't tick chart, not much going on here. Not much at all. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me see how you guys are doing. Higher low, second entry long. Ooh. Outside bar reversal. This looks bullish almost at this point. Kind of went long, but yeah. Outside bar reversal. To be honest, if I wasn't streaming, I would just have already turned off my charts. This is like terrible price action. I mean, we were staring at this for like an hour straight, just looking at this together. That's all we were seeing. Oh man. But hey, pandas, we're with the community, so let's trade together. Let's stare at paint drying together. I mean, everything's better together. As Jack Johnson will say. Break a trend to new high. I feel like this is strong. On the 10,000 tick chart, this looks actually fairly strong move up. Strong bull bar ending near its high. It's 10,000 tick chart. And, I mean, second entry short basically fails and reverses. Big push up here. Might come back to the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. Ooh, strong move up. Actually, is a strong move up. This is a second entry long, surprisingly. Just not one I like. Even an outside bar reversal. And it happens in a kind of choppy way. Just a rocket move up. No entries for us. You can go always in long by the close, always in long. You can do that, but you gotta understand when you do that, you take a lot of risk when you do that because you have the wide stops. Always in long trades. That's the only reason why I don't really like doing always in long, because you got to have a really wide stop to do it. Technically, I'm green today, pandas. Technically. I know 1250 doesn't seem like a lot. Because it's not. It's just enough to buy, a Chipotle burrito. I remember, like, oftentimes I would use Chipotle as my currency of, like, how rich I was. Like, if someone was, like, telling me how much something is, I'll be like, man, it's like 10 Chipotle burritos, man. Like, I don't know if it's worth it. I could buy 10 Chipotles or, Chipotle is officially sponsored by Chipotle today. Alright, pandas. Let me know, what's your Chipotle order? Do you guys have any hacks when you order from Chipotle? I think you can actually buy like a quesadilla burrito at Chipotle. I've never tried it, but I heard legends that you can do it. Stories of old. Second entry long, but overshoot. And this is a spot where you look for a reversal. I'm just saying, this is it. If you're gonna look for a reversal, this is the spot. Fail second entry long is where you look for a reversal here, because you have a break a trend to new high. The only problem is this move is so strong. It looks like a strong bull trend right now. And another problem is we have an overshoot of our channel. So we can have an undershoot of it later. And it really depends on the market cycle. If the market cycle is strong trendy, then you can basically maybe bank on this. But if you have a trading range type market cycle, then you want to trade the opposite of this. Did not copy my trades. I'm going to try to take a scalp here if I can. I need a small retracement actually if I'm going to take the scalp. Let me get a small retracement here. And the reason because there might not be enough room to the bottom of this channel here. Plus you reduce your risk to like 3 points. Let's see if I can get 2 points off this scalp. Thinking that it's a trap and also it's a good spot for it. And maybe overshoot to an undershoot. We'll see if we get it though. This has been the day of failed trap, so this could be another failed trap here. I don't know. I think this is... I'm willing to lose this one. This is only 3 points. Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Whoo! Patience is key, pandas. Patience is key. Patience pays. And you're wondering, man, all that work for $100. You know how many Chipotles I can buy with that trade? That's like 12 Chipotles, man. Actually, now with the inflation, it's basically like 10 Chipotles. Tyler Molema says, I'm not vegan, but Chipotle sofritas is my favorite. Let's go. The wife says, if you buy a veggie bowl, guac is free. I think that's like that is the veggie bowl. My girlfriend gets a bowl, then gets the burritos and wraps her own 2 or 3 burritos out of... Oh, man. Your girlfriend is a boss. And like I mentioned, overshoot to undershoot. And the reason why I was more confident here is because I felt like today's price action is suggesting more of a trading range price action rather than a strong bull trend or strong bear trend. And so, I guess if I had a runner... Yeah, I would still be my runner if I had a runner, but unfortunately, I'm not trading runners. There may be a time I start trading runners, and I might do that, but it really depends. It really depends. I'll say it right now, Taco Bell, they need to make the toasted cheddar chalupa permanent at Taco Bell. We should write petitions and. We should, the toasted cheddar chalupa at Taco Bell is, my opinion, their greatest gift to mankind. It is, in my opinion, so good. They need to make it permanent. I do not know why it's not permanent. I reloaded the historical here. Let's see if anything changes. Not really. We're the same here. Someone mentioned there's a big, strong downtrend. I have the downtrend marked on the 10K chart here. Yeah, I can tweak that. Here we go. Let me fit in that. Can fit that in here. It's within the tolerance of this wick here. It could be here or here, and that's fair in my opinion. So second entry short. Fail second entry long, or sorry, fail second entry short. Fail second entry short, essentially. So double failure ends up being a nice short trade here off our trend line. 2000 tick chart. I could mark it as well here. It's quite a large channel to draw on the 2000 tick chart. But you know what? It's probably not going to fit, is it? Oh, it does fit. Okay. Okay. Fits. I leave Sriracha. I'm guessing you mean Sriracha. That is one of the maybe the worst spellings of Sriracha I've seen, if that's what you're writing, in my man purse for Taco Bell. But I know what you're saying. Sriracha is delicious. Man, I want Chipotle now. I think I'm getting hungry. All right, what's happening here? What's happening? That would have been a nice runner. That would have been a nice runner if I had it. Fortunately, no runners. I think I need to start incorporating runners back into my trading. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice one. That's like a 10-point runner right there. The only reason why it's difficult to trade runners is because if you're in trade runners, you need to trade with large contract sizes to make it worth it. And I might be geeking out here on you guys, and this might be too dense for you at 10:30 in the morning, but essentially the ratio to runner and scalp needs to be appropriate, because you have to take into account that there is risk with runners. So for instance, the worst ratio to have is a 1-to-1, right? It's like a 1 scalp and 1 contract for your runner. The main reason being is because runners 80% of the time they just get stopped out. They just get stopped out basically at the original stop entry. And so you're basically having only 80% or you have an 80% chance for it to, basically not do anything else, but it's doubling your risk basically if you do lose your trade. So that's the worst ratio to have, in my opinion, a 1-to-1. And so you have to have your setup to be able to have your runner not affect you so much, right? Ratio wise. And so that's why it's better if you have about 4 contracts and 1 runner, because if you do lose, the runner only hurts you just 1/5, like kind of 1/5 of your lot size, and with an 80% or basically maybe like a 10 to 20% chance for it to give you a little bit more money than if you just scalp the entire thing. And so you have to take that into account. And I don't know the exact perfect ratio of scalp to runner, or core position to runner, but what I'm just trying to say is the reason why it's difficult, why I don't do it on stream, is because the ratio, for me to trade 4 or 5 contracts is very dangerous. Like just because of the trailing thresholds on these Apex accounts, like they're not, it's not really, I don't think you can trade that high. So for me, if I were to do it, I probably would trade micros. I probably have to do runners with micros, and unfortunately, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't know if I really want to do that. Like I can do like basically 4, or I can do like 8 contracts on micros, and 2 of them being runners, and that will keep it within basically the same as 1 emini, the risk of 1 emini, but the ratio of runner to the core or the scalp, it will be better. So I think it through, but I just don't know if it's worth trading. micros. It's because of the amount of commission that you have to pay when you trade micros is a lot. It's a lot. By the way, this is a breaker trend, and this could be a failed breakout. Come back to the bottom of the trading range. Terrible looking price action. Terrible signal bar, but basically you have another double outside bar reversal here. Super disgusting. The price action now is very, very tricky and very choppy. It's getting very choppy now, starting to turn a limit order market. I may look for a failed breakout. I may want to trade it back into this, but it has to be set up. It has to be set up quite nice. It has to be a nice setup. I can't have any inkling that we're really breaking out. I need a good signal bar near the top of this trading range. Come back to the trading, probably looking for a new low. Right to me, first break of trend. Looking for a new low at this point. And today's a day of failed traps. Look at this trap fails. This trap, I don't know if it's gonna fail, but it doesn't look very promising at the time at this moment. In fact, the trade I took was a failed trap. This was actually a Pikachu trade, and that Pikachu turned to another Pikachu. Let's just say, pandas, I'm happy with my bamboo right now. As I mentioned, I don't need a lot of bamboo. I just need consistent bamboo. And that's what's important with Apex. If you have multiple accounts, the point is not to make a lot of money any one particular day. The point is to be consistently profitable. Even if it's little, just be consistently profitable. That's what's most important. And the reason being, I mean, I can say it again, but you guys basically know, like, if you have multiple accounts, that little bit goes a long ways. I'll just say that right now. Goes a very long ways. Failed breakout, coming back into the trading range here. Terrible signal bar. Very hard to trade that. Can't go short here on this kind of signal bar that looks like this. Second entry short about to trigger on the 5-minute chart. Second entry short. Terrible signal bar, but it's a second entry short nevertheless on the 5-minute, about to trigger. And it's far away from 20 MA, so it's not near any type of resistance, but it is a second entry short. Kellyanne says, I want all the bamboo. Odie says, the Pikachu turned to a Raichu. Exactly. Double Pikachus. Man, I'm not sure if you guys... I grew up with Pokemon. I just grew up with it. And if you watch Pokemon now, it's absolutely insane. How many Pokemon there are. And I just don't even know what's happening anymore. I think they added extra evolutions to the original ones too, so it's just the amount of Pokemon there are is just absolutely insane. The 5-minute just trapped out. So the 5-minute basically has an outside bar reversal here, and you know, that's why you don't take these shorts. Even though it's a second entry short, it's not a good one. And you know, and recognizing that it will save you money and make you profitable. Second entry long on the 10K chart, is that right? Yep, second entry long on the 10K chart. A, B, C, 10K. Second entry long. Person at 18,000. Darn. Darn. That's a shame. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty clear on that rule, and you know, there's no one to blame but yourself if you know, mess that up. I would say one nice thing about you know, the rhythmic and things like that is when you close it, it will tell you if you have some positions opened, if you do. And I think it's just a good reminder. If anything, you can create like a automated strategy that just will close all your trades at a certain time no matter what. And maybe I'll put something out like that for you guys, because I think it'd be good for me to have as well, just an automated strategy that no matter what, it'll close all your positions at a certain time. And it could be like at 5, you know, not 550, 450 or something, 455. You know, you can choose the time, but around like 455, like, you know, 5 minutes before 5 o'clock. If you guys don't know, if you have Apex and you have any positions open, it doesn't even have to be. I don't think even it has to be an actual position. I could be wrong there, but I think if you have any order open, I gotta look at that. I'm not sure if orders count, but if you have like basically, I feel like anything open at 5 into the overnight session, they close your account. I think. Oh, you can tell the computer to close all positions at a set time. Oh, I didn't know that. Is there already a function that does that? Let me know, pandas, if there's already a function in NinjaTrader or even Rhythmic that allows you to auto close all positions at a certain time or with certain conditions. Let me know if there's some function. I didn't know if there is, but you guys might know. I have no idea. I didn't really look either, but I did look a little bit into Rhythmic, but I don't think it's anything. I don't think I have access to like some of those functions. Ninja has one, yes. Oh, interesting. It's good to know. I'll look for it. If you know exactly where it is, I think it would be very helpful for everyone, even for me. I would love that. Second entry short happening here. Whew, it is a day of failed traps. Even the 5-minute trap failed. I'm going to take a trap here, though. If we have a short trade, I'll take it. If we have a failed second entry long here, I'll take it. Tools, then trading at the bottom, auto close all positions. I know there's a way to close all your positions. Tools, trading. I don't know. Where's trading at? Trading hours? I don't think I have that. Trading option. Oh, just options? Oh, trade options and trading. Is that what you said? Okay, tools, options, and trading. And auto close all positions. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. Very nice. This is very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Thanks. That's nice. Yeah, nah, I feel pretty safe. Like I don't feel any risk of well, not any risk. Sometimes you can lose connection. I mean, by the way, if like NinjaTrader is closed and you have that option set, it's not gonna it's not gonna be able to actually trigger. Like you need to have NinjaTrader at least open at the time. But most time I'm pretty like I've never made the mistake where I had a position open, just because every time I close NinjaTrader, it'll tell you if any positions are open. So I usually, I have had times where I had positions open I didn't know, and when I try to close NinjaTrader, it will tell me like, oh, you have this position open. I'm like, whoa, what? And so I'll close it through there. But typically I'm pretty like, yeah, I've never had that issue, but just in case, it's nice to have that safety net. What's happening here? Trading range, obviously difficult to, I think on the higher time frames also not very clear underneath the 20 EMA, but very choppy limit order market on the 5-minute chart, limit order market on the 10,000 tick chart. Hard to say. I don't know if I want to go long here. Don't know. Outside bar reversal again. The main reason being because we are an obvious trading range, and so if I go long here, I'll be going long at the top of the trading range, and as you guys know, most breakouts fail, and so just a terrible day. I think I caught a very good trade here, though. I think this trade was, in my opinion, it was a good trade to take, and kind of like, if I miss that trade, it's like one of the feelings like if I didn't take that trade, like it's one of those trades that even if I lost it, I would be okay, right? Like I came with a retracement, my risk was only 3 points for a 2-point gain, and I think with that ratio, with the setup, man, that's a good setup to take. And if you can consistently find setups like that and take them, I think you'd be very profitable. Not like very profitable, you'd be profitable, consistently profitable. Let's say that. Another failed trap, pandas. This is the day of failed traps. Like, do not trust the traps right now. It's very, very, very unreliable. I'll say the 5 minutes basically creating a ledge right now. You have a spot where you're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 times. On the 5-minute chart, that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare on the 5-minute chart. Ledge on the 5-minute. The daily candle basically bouncing off the bottom of the trading range here. Pandas, if this daily chart, if we come back up to the top of this trading range on daily chart, I mean, you should buy the trading range indicator. By the way, if you guys want more information about either of these indicators, you can go to the official website, www.2leggedpullback.com. The two-legged pullback indicator and also the trading range indicator, right? Marking the trading range way back here, and we're still respecting it, still in it. Also, there's a free trial on the two-legged pullback indicator if you guys are interested. A lot of you guys have been flat all day. I think that's reasonable. I mean, I only took one trade, and I was another trade. I skunked it, so not even surprised. Woo-wee. Bottom of the trading range back to the top of the trading range. Trading range indicator. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, all in one spot. Day trading like a pair as what's trade copy. I use the Apex trigger. I didn't know Ninja had one. I don't know if there's like a Ninja one. If there's a Ninja one, I'd like to know because I would like to test it out. Pandas, when you trade, make sure you guys have good posture. I mean, you gotta think longevity here. I mean, if you're slouching for like 7 hours a day, that's gonna mess you up in the long term. So make sure you have good posture. It's important. All right, Pandas. I think that's it for today. Not much is gonna happen. I think we're just gonna oscillate here, and I'm not gonna be taking this trades anywhere here. So, Pandas, hope everyone trade safe. I hope everyone has an amazing day, and I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show. Remember, if you guys want to see all my account balances and see how I'm doing, just kind of in my personal journey, then you guys can join that pre-market show. But Pandas, that being said, 9:15 for the mainstream. That being said, as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.